This guy's like,
Gen Z.
Gen Z,
What do I give that makes you think I'm a timeout?
Like I used to think all the time, all my free time in school.
Hey, this is the Kenyan Life Podcast. Welcome back to the Kenyan Life Podcast. My name is Justin Moretti. Manze, let me tell you, I am hungry. But you know what? I am hungry for knowledge. Today we're in studio with a man, a legend, a man who plays and not girls. Tell us your name.
Hey guys, by the name of Kimfred. I'm a drummer, I'm a musician, all in all. I sometimes DJ a bit, I sometimes MC a bit. But right now I identify as an instrumentalist, yeah.
Oh, it's very instrumental that you're here today.
Oh, come on, you the pants. So what's up?
How are you doing, Kim?
I'm equally as hungry, I'm equally as tired. I just feel like, man, acha niende home. Like, let me just go home.
Uko njaa pia?
Hey, yeah. We have reached that time of the semester where, man, it's time to wrap up.
The knowledge, everything. It's time to... Nikama, you're basically doing exams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kim is doing exams because he's still in school. Me, when I graduated, Kim, let me tell you.
I expected it. Mind you, I've been following what you guys have been doing, by the way. I saw the way you're talking to that, hey, I've graduated. That one time you even came with your full regalia. I'm like, okay, we have understood. But after you've graduated...
I am here. Now I'm here speaking to you.
By the way, how is the life outside?
Oh, life is pretty good. You know, I get to do this. I mean, it's quite the life out here. Tunafurahia. You know what the definition of tunafurahia?
We are enjoying.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, this man is from Uganda. He's like David Namara. Shout out to him.
Shout out to you, David, man.
You know?
Actually, he's the real reason. I was all like, man, you can't have Namara and not have me. I was all like, man, let me make this appearance as well, you know?
Let me tell you something about Kimfred. This man can speak. This man can emphasize appearance, you know? I love it. I love how you articulate your things.
Thank you.
It's pretty great.
Thank you.
So now, Kim, the reason you're here today is because, one, you know, I want to find out, who have you been playing with?
Wow. I play for the... Okay, I am a musician for many different bands I play for. I play at church. That's where the talent came from. Glory to God, ni God manze.
Truly, word.
Right here, I play for USIU's music club. I lead the team by God's grace. Wonderful musicians I play with, I work with. We nurture, we train, we grow them. And we just get to share with them the experiences that weren't given to us when we were starting out. I also play for a couple of artists by God's grace. But before I get to the artists, I want to save the best for last. I play for a wonderful band called Kosa Si Kosa. It comes from the saying that Kosa Si Kosa, Kosa ni kurudi across.
Exactly. There's even a song called Kosa Si Kosa.
By Mvidi, right?
Yeah. Kosa ni kurudia.
Shout out to Andrew Gitonga, the wonderful man, the myth, the legend that came up to me with the opportunity. And we have been doing quite a few things, of which I'll announce the show later on when we are discussing. As talent is there, you know, to quote a few other people that I've looked up to in my journey, it is important that what you're doing, do it to the very best of your ability and put yourself out there, because you never know who is actually watching.
That's true. By the today, you're the one who's watching. Next time, I'm the one who's watching.
Hey.
You know?
So you never know who would be a person that will get you touring, who will get you these bigger gigs. Next thing you know, you have a live recording at a big arena, because these things happen. If you've heard of the famous podcast Shits and Gigs, they have done a podcast in an arena. It is that big. So that leads me to the artists. I play for the wonderful Nyuki Sani. Be the artist. I play for him. Wonderful guy, wonderful lyricist. His music is so catchy. You know, there are people who play for work, but me, I play and actually enjoy what I am playing, you know. And of course, I play for the wonderful EXO as well.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Manze, you've said a lot of things that have me thinking. One, I need to start doing an instrument. I can't play an instrument to save my life, bro.
Why?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Well, all I can say is anytime, it's never too late to start. Find any instrument that flows with you. Well, I could have chosen a guitar, I could have chosen any other thing, but I realized that I rhyme more with rhythm. And what other thing that can rhyme more with rhythm other than percussions? And then drums came through when I was, should I say, 7, 8, but I didn't know because it requires a lot of work. All instruments require work, but now drums is one of the only instruments where you have to use both your arms and your legs for that.
And which is the craziest things. Obviously, there's a different type of drum for everything, right? So there's the fact that there's the one that plays the bass, right? I don't know the terms for it. I haven't done my research on it. That's why you're here today.
It's okay.
But there's also the fact that the ones that are in front of you, as we all know.
Yep.
There's the one that the bass one is the one you press on.
You have to kick with a kick pedal. It's like a pedal that you step on.
Let me tell you, that's the best thing. I love it because it looks like a car's accelerator. Anything that is like a car, sign me up.
Basically, a drum set is basically something that is not so complex, that requires a lot of coordination. It's limb. It brings out the fact of rhythm. It brings out the fact of limb independence, where by the fact I'm meaning each limb does something of its own. It carries a mind of its own. It takes balance. It takes practice, a lot of practice. Just like how editing this video. Me, I don't even know how to edit, but I'll get there.
You know, Kimfred has just seen me do a bit. That's not even editing. That's just cutting and doing some things and aligning.
So basically, it's made up of the drums themselves, their cymbals, those big round metal things, those flat circle-like things. They're called cymbals. And I tell usually the people that I talk to about the instrument, it's the heart and soul of a song. It's like the heartbeat. That is why they call it. That's why even the tempo a drummer is supposed to play with is measured in BPMs, just like your heartbeat, beats per minute. So once you play a certain rhythm to a song that you've already had before and it's different, you will notice that the drums have done something. That is one of the big reasons I've chosen that instrument as my primary instrument. Oh, English. Anyway, so at that point in time, I realized that, man, this is something that it makes me express who I am as a person who is out there, as a person who is outgoing. Oh, trust me, once you see me behind that kit, it's something else. I call it locking in.
You call it locking in?
Yeah, you just have to lock in. There is you enter another kind of realm once you are behind the kit. So yeah, basically that's a big overview. If you want, you can look for me. My Instagram will be right here.
Yeah, shout out. But then Nicole is going to do all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, when he says down here, just know it's courtesy of her.
Yeah.
But
shout out, Nicole. We love you.
Kimfred, quick one.
Yep.
Now that you're playing with different artists, now that we found out how you came to be not a guitarist, like a drummer, my question is, do you think this is something that is sustainable for you? Because there are kids out there who'd want to do drumming, who'd want to be part of a band. Do you think it's something that's sustainable?
I'm going to be honest. At the beginning, it's not. It's a test of consistency. It's a test of endurance. It's just like any other creative thing. You will start, but also it needs you to work on your craft. Like work on that craft heavily. Take a few days off, of course, to rest your body, but like continuously show up. Play with your bandmates, learn the disciplines behind it. Listen to as much music as possible to get the content of it. And be as versatile as possible. Don't only play one genre. But once you master all those nitty-gritties, you will find many people will call out for you. And of course, the more that calls, the more that cha-ching.
Exactly. I agree. Money talks at the end of the day, right?
Unfortunately.
And the other thing I'm curious about is, how did you get yourself into a band? How did you think about it and you're like, I'm going to be a drummer and then I'm going to be in a band?
Okay. First of all, I've listened to quite a number. Like, you see, I'm going to give a reference, yeah? Shout out to Namara, by the way. He once had a conversation and he once told me he watches one movie, minimum every day. One movie per day. So you don't watch like you're consuming. You watch like you're behind the camera. What is behind all the CGI and all the effects and all the what. So in my case, there's no day I don't listen to a song. There's no day. And I don't just listen to the studio version that was just dropped today. Like how B dropped a song with the EXO Compliqué. Stream it out. I'm supporting you, B, man. You better... Anyway, so that's how much I enjoy B's songs, man.
B, I'll charge you for mentions here, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to mention you so much, so watch out. But I'm a person who believes in this thing of give credit where credit is due. And B, shout out to you.
Makofi kwake.
Yeah.
Truly.
So in this context, how did I know I was going to join a band? You see, there's this quote I got somewhere that iron sharpens iron. No man is an island. Yeah, yes, I know there are drum solos out there. People can do one thing solo. But you see, a band is a team. A band is a community, and you always thrive in a community. So when I started, of course, I started in high school when I was playing at back home in UG. Obviously, it started by me learning the instrument. And once I learned it, I just watched. When I started learning it, because learning never stops, I kept watching the people before me playing. I was like, oh, okay, that's how it is. And then I started getting myself exposed to as much YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I've watched many artists perform on stage. I've watched many bands play at different venues, even weddings, mind you. These days, there is no wedding meeting that doesn't have band on their budget, because there is that feel that the music brings to you when you have created it live on set, compared to, okay, yes, it's also a lot of nights you're spared in the studio working on these vocals, working on those beats, but producing that and bringing a live rendition of that, it is something I've always wanted to be part of. And now that I'm doing it at a small scale, for now, it is something that I wanted to do. I was like, this is something that I'll benefit. And considering these artists that I've played for, before 2024, I never thought this was going to happen.
Really?
I never thought this was going to happen. Actually, funny story. When I joined, that was 22nd of May, 2023, summer. Actually, that's how I remember meeting you when you were campaigning for a certain team in blue in auditorium.
Hey. Please note, it wasn't blue, it was orange.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
No, it was music night, your MC.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, I was very unfocused. You got it.
I was just like, don't associate me with a losing team. That was
no, his words, not mine.
Let me tell. Wait, Kimfred. Let me tell these guys. The blue team was always the losing team in campaigns. Me, I was in the orange one. We were the famous people who are on the trend, on top of roofs. We were focused, and indeed, we were.
Indeed, they focused. They focused all the way into the elections, even into the governance, and they focused their way out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyways,
yeah.
So when I was doing music night, when I joined the school, you know how even around school there is a list of clubs and their leaders and their what. So my very, very first day, I didn't know any class. I didn't even yet entered hostels. I'm looking through clubs. I'm like, oh, I can join that. French, I can join that. Okay, I can. Music. There's a music club in this school. Imenda. But I did not know. I thought I was just going to like maybe play in school, and yeah. until I met B. I met him in 2023 as well. Fall 2023. I remember him singing, "That guy loves Nyashinsky." Hey!
To the ends of this world, by the way.
Ends of this world. The first time I heard him singing Perfect Design, I'm like, are you sure it was Nyashinsky and not him that sang it? Because, brother, it was literally something that I was like, wow. Then he started by someone playing for him piano. I was like, oh, okay. And then later on, I was like, okay. I gathered I had a few other people playing. I was like, you know what? Let me join in and see what's up. One thing led to another, and the rest is history.
And truly, the rest is history, but also it's the present. But Kimfred said something just before he stopped. He said something that, I'm doing it on a short scale. Let him not lie to you. Kimfred, have you had a gig just the other day?
Well, I can't say just the other day.
When was it?
Saturday.
Thank you. And today is literally Tuesday. So it was 4 days ago or 3 days ago. So please stop derailing the masses.
Okay, I said for now, I'm on a small. Next thing you know, you won't be shocked if you're finding me at Nyayo or Uhuru Gardens. Anything can happen.
I love it. I'm actually in so much awe because I met this guy when he was basically, I heard you sing. And the first time I heard this guy sing, I was in awe because he can really sing as well. So I expected him to go the singing way. But then he decided to go the DJ way, the MC way, the drumming way. And now he stopped there. But I think one of the best things about you is something you said about the limbs. I think sometimes my coordination, although I drive, like I have really good instincts when driving. But
You're
I feel
literally like Vin Diesel behind the wheel, man.
I didn't
This
say
guy doesn't drive any small cars, by the way.
Oh, dear.
They're all
Can you-
huge. Hey, you think that's going to let you off that easy, brother?
They're not mine. All I can say is they're not mine.
Any God.
I haven't bought any.
But that doesn't mean you haven't driven any.
Exactly. But anyways, Kimfred, you said something about limbs coordination.
Yep.
Seems you're good at it. Actually, really good at it. Because if you play for B, if you play for the artist you've just mentioned, and I remember there was this event me and Nicole were supposed to go for B. It was Alchemist. And something happened to Baba, on that day, and then there was a bit of commotion, so we couldn't make it. But when I saw the shots and I saw the reels and I saw like everything that was going on, I had so much FOMO. I was like, man, I missed out on this.
Makosa ni ya nani?
Ni ya Baba, si yangu.
Rest in peace. By the way, we actually went through all that jam. You could have passed behind.
Yeah, I heard we could have possibly passed behind, but some of us, manze, we are just like, we know where I live. If things go bad, I can't access it.
Oh, it's blocked, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm just
So
like,
you literally lived right next to Kasarani?
I don't want to say where I live. Kimfred, leave me alone. But anyway, something quick, my brother.
Tell me.
Before we move on to something else, you're usually behind the superstar. And you are a superstar as well as your team. Kosa Sindio?
Yeah.
How does it usually feel when people talk about the artist but forget the band?
Let me tell you, everybody has different ways of... everyone has different ways of thinking. Everyone has different ways of saying, of saying their things, yeah? So let's say I'm going for a concert. Oh, I was like, hey, I'm so excited to see Ben Sol. Hey, I'm so excited to see Ben. Me, I'm like, I want that band. That is who I want. You can't expect me to go and watch Bien. Meanwhile, I went for his concert in 20th. Mwah! Mad stuff. But I wasn't saying because Bien doesn't have a wonderful voice. I've heard him before, both in close range and in far range. Remember that time he came to SIU?
Yes, I interviewed him.
And I got the pleasure of DJing his set. I was like, wow. But you see people get starstruck. I was hearing Charisma saying how much he has collected from the crowd. If you know how much, you know what I mean. Wow.
And it has an update. I think they've gotten to about 431 now.
Guy.
Man.
What are you going to do with all that?
I have no idea.
Anyway, but on my case, like, that is musicianship at its finest. So when I go to a concert and I'm like, I want to hear the band. Once I hear what they have done, only me and maybe other if I go like fellow bandmates to that concert, I'll be like, God, that was very nice. That transition was very nice. That arrangement was nice. Others will be like, oh my God, Bien was so cool. Not judging, by the way. That is how you take it. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes.
And preference, yeah.
Yeah. And Bien is a wonderful artist. I will keep saying that. But like, his team, and one thing I like be about is like, backing tracks can happen. Someone can play the song, okay, DJ Nieke up with track number 5, and then you play. But there is something about playing something live where you have a direct relationship with the person who is making the music. You see, a person having a concert is like him going to the studio and creating that exact same song. That is why you find Davido will sing the exact same song all around the world. He has sung with you that that one, all around the world. But every place has a different experience. That process of creating that experience, wow. Because, okay, yes, the arrangements may be rigid, but remember, since it's a live band, they can change it depending on where. And once you hear that random lick that the guitarist has played, surprisingly, very few will notice it. But once it is noticed, it's something worth savoring. So, yeah, like, that is basically what I go through when I'm going to the band spaces. And you can imagine, even if I'm at the back, what matters is everyone is like, hey, B has done a wonderful thing. But me, I know the one who has called me will come and be like, Kim, thank you, Manze. And that's all I need.
The satisfaction of the artist.
The artist who has called you is the one that matters. Because once you be there, like, man, you've done a lot of
nonsense.
You've done a lot of nonsense, man. That was ruckus on stage. What was that? Only the artist will know. The crowd won't notice. The big percentage of the crowd won't notice. Except maybe some musicians who are like, let me go and watch a concert. They call it like a benchmarking kind of thing. But once the artist is all like, you guys, Manze, you've done something amazing.
Wow.
That's enough for me. That's enough for me. I'll be like, the artist is satisfied. What more do you want?
And truly, even me, I'm satisfied today for you coming in.
And it's not like I'll get items from the crowd.
Don't think about charisma's things.
You guys. And that thing still plays me till this day. Yeah, but basically, again, it's about the artist. It's not about... Yes, the ululations are there. But we all... You see, when you're performing on stage,
yeah,
it's about maximum 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
Some is performing, others is... see those stands where Bien is getting the chicken from the wife, or you find those items being collected.
Yeah.
So there's that. So all that can total to like roughly 1.5 hours, maximum 2. But out of those hours, see how you've come up with this episode and you've sat, you've locked in, you've cut, you've edited, you've what? Someone is going to add the captions, the social media, the hyping, the what? Now, when you're creating those live renditions, it starts with one idea. I can be like, let's do the song like this. No, let's do the song like that. No, let's do the song like this. And then we have to agree. There's a lot of disagreement. There's also a lot of this. There's a lot of that. We need to get equipment. We need to book the studio to rehearse in. You need to do this. You need to do this. Remember, the band also has to eat. You have to feed them. And then you reach the stage. And all that has to go away. All the stresses have to go away. But also, in the process, it's amazing how you come up with such a thing and you're like, that was me?
Yeah.
Like, that was me?
Yeah.
Wow. So you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, how am I going to do this? how am I going to do this arrangement? How am I going to do this? Okay. Let me consult with my bandmates. Let's see. I tell the keyboardist, how about you do this, and that? I was like, okay, let's do that. Then you tell the bassist, okay, follow me in this kind of way. Or even the bassist can tell me, follow me in this kind of way. Even the artist himself will be like, I want it to be a bit nostalgic. So why don't you add this song in that thing?
Okay, Kimfred. Sawa. I don't have any questions for you anymore. You know,
come on.
Our time is up. You know, we usually it's a strict show.
Yeah, 20
you know,
minutes. I thought it was going to be like an hour.
We could never. Let me tell you. Let me even be frank. I could never get to an hour. Why? Because I record episodes for people who either can just concentrate for like a total of 25 minutes because I want to capitalize on.
It's concentration that matters.
Exactly. But I mean, we could do this again. There can be a second part of it. We can either do now what is Kimfred doing new other than drumming.
You guys know.
But we'll find out.
That can be done. But thank you guys so much for having me. And it's really a pleasure to know actually what is behind the scenes of planning for a certain concert. You see how Soulfest is coming up.
Yeah, by the way, yes.
18th and 20th of December. Venue, you will know on Instagram. Me, I don't know. But I know what those guys go through. And trust me,
It's
right
a
now,
lot.
rehearsals are going on. For something in like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
but you find the rehearsals are heavy. So I understand.
You
Thank
truly do.
For trying to bring that perspective on social media because people don't know.
It's true
don't
that they
know.
don't know. But anyways, Kimfred, thank you so much. It's been lovely. For you back then, now back there rather, you know, you've learned a new thing about bands. Even me, I didn't know. I was just like, because he's pretty, you know, he's so good at what he does and he has the knowledge for it. So Kimfred, wacha mimi niseme asanti. It's been lovely. Thank you so much for coming and thank you for watching. Do you have anything to say goodbye? Cheers.
Yeah. Remember when I said there's an event I'm announcing for? Yeah. 11th of December, Lost Woods, Lavington. You know that place. There is an event called Lanicor Volume 2. Volume 1 happened sometime back in December. Kosa Sikosa will be there. I will be there. Be the artist will be there. So, guys, come through. Next week, Thursday, after your paper, just connect.
Fantastic. Yeah. Hopefully our episode will be out by then.
Please, brother. Please.
Sawa. You'll have to talk to Nicole. Aya Basi. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
take care of yourself. Be good.
Yeah.
Be safe.